So help me God.
Mr. Robert Ewell,
That's my name, Captain.
are you the father of Mayella Ewell?
Well, if I ain't, can't do nothing about it now. Mom's dead.
Are you the father of Mayella Ewell?
Yes, sir.
Is it the first time you've been in court? I don't recall ever seeing you here. Well, let's get something straight. There will be no more audibly obscene speculations on any subject from anybody in this courtroom as long as I'm sitting here. Do you understand? All right, Mr. Comer.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Ewell, would you like to tell us in your own words what happened on the evening of November 21st, please?
Well, not on November 21. I was coming in from the woods with a load of kindling. I just got to the fence. Heard Mayella screaming like a stuck hog inside the house.
What time was it, Mr. Ewell?
Just before sundown. Well, I was saying, Mayella was screaming fit to beat Jesus.
Yes, she was screaming.
Well, Mayella was raising this holy racket, so I dropped the load and run as fast as I could, but I run the fence. When I got disentangled, I run up to the window and I seen that man yonder running up on Mayella.
There has been a request from this. There has been a request that this courtroom be cleared of spectators, or at least of women and children. A request that will be denied for the time being. People generally see what they look for and hear what they listen for, and they have the right to subject their children to it. But I can assure you of one thing: you will receive what you see and hear in silence, or you will leave this courtroom. But you won't leave it until the whole boiling of you come before me on contempt charges. Mr. Ewell, you will keep your testimony within the confines of Christian English language, if that is possible. Proceed, Mr. Gomer.
Mr. Ewell, did you see the defendant having sexual intercourse with your daughter?
Yes, I did.
You say you were at the window?
Yes, sir.
How far is it from the ground?
About 3 foot.
Did you have a clear view of the room?
Yes, sir.
How did the room look?
Well, it was all slung around like there was a fight.
What did you do when you saw the defendant?
Well, I ran around the house again, but he ran out the front door just ahead of me. I saw who he was, all right. I was too distracted about Mayella to run after him. Ran in the house, she was lying on the floor squalling.
Then what did you do?
Well, I run for Tate quick as I could. I know who it was, all right. Lived down in the underpass the house every day. Judge, I've asked this county about for 15 years to clean out that nest down there. They're dangerous to live around.
Thank you, Mr. Ewell. Wait. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ewell.
Just a minute.
Silence!
Just a minute, sir. Could I ask you a question or two, Mr. Ewell? Folks, we're doing a lot of running last night. Let's see. You said you ran from the house, you ran to the window, you ran inside, you ran to Mayella, you ran to Mr. Tate. Did you, during all this running, run for a doctor?
Wasn't no need to. I seen what happened.
There's one thing I don't understand. Weren't you concerned with Mayella's condition?
I most positively was. I saw who done it.
No, I mean her physical condition. Did you not think the nature of her injuries warranted immediate medical attention?
What?
Didn't you think she should have a doctor immediately?
Never thought of it. I never called a doctor before. Besides, it cost me $5.
Not quite. Not quite, Mr. Ewell. You heard the sheriff's testimony, didn't you?
How's that?
You were in the courtroom when Mr. Tate was on the stand, weren't you? You heard everything he said, didn't you?
Yes.
Do you agree with his description of Mayella's injuries?
How's that?
Mr. Tate testified that her right eye was blackened and that she was beaten all around the...
Yeah, I hold with everything Tate said.
You do, I just wanted to make sure. Bert, would you please read Mr. Tate's testimony to the court again?
Well, she was beaten around the head. There was already bruises coming on her arms. Anyway, she was pretty bruised up when I got there, and she had a black eye coming. Mr. Finch, which eye? Was it her left facing you, or her left looking the same way you were? Mr. Tate, oh yes, that'd make it her right. It was her right eye, Mr. Finch. I remember now. She was banged up on that side of her face. Her arms were bruised, and she showed me her neck. There were definite finger marks on her gullet. I'd say they were all around, Mr. Finch.
Thank you, Bert. You heard it again, Mr. Ewell. Do you have anything to add to it? Do you agree with the sheriff?
I hold with Tate. Her eye was black and she was mighty beat up.
Mr. Ewell, can you read and write?
Objection. Can't see what witnesses' literacy has to do with the case. Irrelevant and immaterial.
Judge, if you'll allow the question plus another one, you'll soon see.
All right, let's see. but make sure we see Artisius. Overruled.
Can you read and write?
Most positively can. How do you think I saw my relief checks?
Would you write your name for us?
What's so interesting?
You're left-handed, Mr. Ewell.
I don't see what my being left-handed has to do with it. I'm a cross-fearing man, and Atticus Finch is taking advantage of me.
Thank you, Mr. Ewell. That will be all.
About your writing with your left hand, are you ambidextrous, Mr. Ewell?
Most probably I'm not. I can use one hand, goes the other.